Yo, what is up guys? My name is Boustedt and I run the Takeover shop where I sell digital assets, editing packs for creators. And today we're going to be going over how to create YouTube thumbnails just like these in about 7-ish minutes depending on your skill level. So today we're going to go over my exact workflow. I use Photoshop, so if you guys don't have Photoshop, go ahead and go cop it. Or you guys can kind of use the similar techniques in different editing softwares, but that'll be for you to figure out. And today we're actually sipping on some coffee in a mug that I actually painted, bro. Like, low key, I'm a little bit of an artist, not gonna lie, bro, not gonna lie. We got the barbed wire, bro. Hold on. We gotta get this shit in the light. Like, look at that. Look at how nice this mug is, bro. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into Photoshop and get started on this thumbnail. Okay, so before we actually head into Photoshop, what I like to do is go ahead and pull up the video that I was recording to grab a screenshot or a screen grab, whatever you guys call it, for the photo. So let's go ahead and just scroll through this video, see if we find like a frame that looks good. I typically just go like pause and play and then just find the right moment, whatever that is. Nothing really too special here. So this is actually like a decent frame. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is full screen it, and then on Mac, it is Shift Command 4 to screenshot. Windows, honestly have no clue, I'm so sorry. Okay, so once you go ahead and get your selection, this looks gas, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit done. Now, let's actually hop inside of Photoshop. So you're gonna go ahead, once you open up Photoshop, you're gonna see something like this. You wanna go ahead and go to width, 1280, height 720, resolution. I just do 500 pixels per inch. I think 300 is a good one. And then RGB color, 16-bit, background contents. I just do white. You guys can go ahead and save this as like a YouTube preset, which I actually think I do. Yeah, thumbnail size. Just go ahead and hit create. So I actually already have a video on YouTube thumbnails in my recent videos, but I actually kind of learned a new trick recently from my buddy Bryan for like face correcting. I thought I'd just like innovate on that recent video with that step. But let's go ahead and open up our screenshot. So Control O will open it. So Control open pretty much is how I think of it. I go to my desktop, I'll pull it up, open, killer. Now let's go ahead and copy paste. So Control C, Command V. It'll say this. This may as well just hit yes, and then Control T to see the size of everything, and then you just drag it up into the center. For this first step, I kind of just really am only worrying about what I want sort of the size of me to be, and I'm gonna have text in the background, so I think this is actually perfect size. So I'm actually not gonna go ahead and change it. What we want to go ahead and do is isolate myself, the subject, from the background to begin, so that way I control those things separately. So the way you do it is you just Command J and you duplicate it, you go to filter, or you got to select subject, and it'll do a decent job. Obviously not perfect. Just go ahead and hit this mask button and go over here. We're gonna fix up this mask because it kind of screwed up a bit, so let's go ahead and fix it. Go to select and mask. And then if you don't see like this, you'll probably either see the onion skin, Martian ants, whatever. I like to do the overlay, and then it kind of gives me like a good general. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw in what was kind of missing, I guess, or what's like just kind of not working. Like that's a good key. So honestly, probably just get rid of this. And the way you get rid of stuff is by holding down Alt or Option for Windows. Or for Mac. Sorry, I'm so used to Windows, even though I have not used Windows in years. It's hilarious. So that actually looks pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and just fill that in. Once you have a good selection, hit OK. Now the background is separated. What I like to do initially with the background is just kind of play with the brightness and exposure of it. So go to adjustments, grab your exposure. I always like to link my layers with the layer that I want to affect. So exposure, just link it by holding Option in the middle between these two layers, and then it'll kind of do that little arrow, indicating that it's only affecting this layer below. So it's going to just turn the exposure down a little bit. We just want to go for like a subtle look. I think that actually looks pretty gas. So after, before, kind of just pops me out a little bit more. Let's go ahead and affect the actual subject now. The way that I like to start it off is by going into the filter, neural filters. This is like something new that Photoshop rolled out like recently. You go to photo restoration. This is still in beta, and you go to photo enhancement. You just turn that all the way down, enhance face, and you just pretty much turn it all the way up. And it kind of just does like a little bit of almost like enhancement, kind of like makes you look a little bit cartoony in a way, but it's kind of got like that Mr. Beast look like right away. So it's actually pretty killer. I like it a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and hit OK. That's exactly kind of what we were looking for. I wish I could actually show you guys the before and after. Let's see if we can. This is actually after. and then that's before. So it kind of, you can just kind of see like does a little bit of something, you know, kind of makes it look a little bit more thumbnail-y esque, you know what I mean? Before we continue on with this tutorial, I just want to let you guys know that the Viral Hooks editing pack is out now. If you've ever struggled with short form content, chances are it's because of the hook. And I get it. I've literally edited close to 500 plus short form pieces of content, and only now have I decided to just automate that entire process. So what's in the pack? You get 10 hooks already made for you. So literally all you have to do is just drag and drop the template, replace the text, replace the icon, and you're good to go. It comes with 6+ text styles, which are pretty much just popular text styles that a lot of the bigger guys use. So if you want to save time editing and save yourself the time of content ideating for a hook, this is the pack for you. It genuinely saves me so much time. I genuinely used to spend 25 minutes, but now it's a 3-minute process to create hooks, meaning I can create more content in less time. And for you as an editor, that means you can create more content, less time, which means you can make more money. So go ahead, check it out. Link will be down in the description below. Now, the next step is kind of just playing on the highlights, making the highlights pop out a bit more, because it's a thumbnail, we want it to stand out in the feed. And the tool that I use is the dodge tool. It kind of just adds like extra highlighting. So like go ahead and just rub this. You can see my hand gets brighter right there. And we're pretty much just gonna go ahead and make my face brighter. So we're gonna do like a big stroke over my entire face, maybe like 3 or 4 times. I have exposure at 22, so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do all of my like sort of like arms where the highlight's actually hitting. So the highlight's right here, highlight right here, and just all sort of down this arm. So I just kind of wanted to just stand out a bit. And the biggest thing is just like make sure you're kind of like almost just playing with the light, but not too much. I see there's a little highlight right here on the side of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and just like kind of accentuate that a little bit. And then let's go ahead and zoom in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeballs. So doing your eyeballs, like making them brighter, just really just stands out a lot more. So you make the whites brighter, you can make the color of your pupil brighter, just keep kind of just holding down, dragging back and forth, and it'll just continue to apply the effect. So that's actually looking like really clean, low key. Like that looks really good. Looks like really high like definition. The hat looks really good with the effect. We could honestly just throw a little bit of light right here because we see this light's coming down. And yeah, I'm actually really liking what we're seeing. Sometimes, like, I don't know why my skin kind of just appears pink on camera. For some people, that's not the case, but for me, it is. So I like to change that by going to selective color and then doing a clipping mask. Same way, just holding option, sorry. Going to the reds and then just turning down the magenta hue. So that way it's a little bit more yellow, more flesh toned. After, and then that's before, a little bit more red, a little bit more yellow. Super subtle, but that's what we're going for. For me, these tutorials are Premiere Pro tutorials. So the easiest way for me to show people that like what I'm talking about editing wise is for like Premiere Pro is I just import the logo. So if there's a software, if there's something relating to the video, go ahead and add icons. It's kind of like a secret tip. Not even really secret because it's like all over YouTube. So it's kind of in your face, not gonna lie. So Control open or Command open. I'm gonna go to Premiere Pro because I'm pretty sure I have one already downloaded considering I use it every single day. I'm gonna go ahead and open. I'm gonna select it, Control C, Control V, yes, resize, and then honestly just like to do something simple like that. Now you could go really crazy with the text or you could go very simple like me. I prefer keeping things clean. So let's just go ahead and say like best. Go ahead and hit best and make this like big. It looks pretty cool like that. Maybe just a bit bigger so it fits kind of more along the screen. And then we'll do like best workflow because guess what? I got the best workflow presets on the market. You could separate these, but just kind of play with different sort of layouts of text and find what works best for the video. For this one, let's go ahead and just make this smaller. Killer. Cool. I actually really like that. Looking back when I zoom out, that's a good tip as well when you're doing thumbnails, is I look actually kind of too small. So we could either make the entire image bigger or we could just make the subject bigger, which I think I'm actually gonna try. So, okay, I'm kind of liking that more. Yeah, that's gas. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to update my last video's thumbnail with this. This is actually crazy. Once you have the text behind, you can kind of add some separation, a little bit of depth by adding a drop shadow glow to your subject. So as you guys can see, like right here, there's a glow added. That actually looks really gas. Loki, I don't think I have to play with any of the settings. Maybe just increase the size a bit. Actually not, I'm just gonna leave it like that, dude. That's honestly like pretty much it. You could always sauce up the background. Like say you want this side to be a little bit darker. Just grab a brush, make it big, and like darken it. Like there's so many things you can do with thumbnails. Like don't be so limited to like what's already there. You can definitely play with it. So let's say I wanna just make a new layer. turn that a little bit darker. My black brush, go to opacity, turn it down a little bit. Well, sick. That is like literally it for this thumbnail. I actually had an amazing time making this thumbnail. Like high-key thought I like actually like made a banger in this video. So I'm super stoked to actually get it on video so that you guys can see my exact process for creating thumbnails so you can carry it on over into your own workflow on YouTube. Now, before we go, I actually want to go ahead and let you guys know that this project file will be down below in the description for free. You can download it, do whatever you want to it, maybe use it as like a starting point for your thumbnails. That'd just be a fun extra bit of value for you guys. So anyways, guys, cannot wait to watch you take action and take over. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.